video, we're going to be talking about the Rockport Totes. The Rockport Tote is a whole cloth bag in that it is made primarily from one piece of fabric, as opposed to the individual tubes that we do in some of our other bags. Those tubes are zigzag stitched together. This one is just one piece of fabric. The bag can be made in 3 sizes: large, medium, and a small one that you can use for a gift card or you can use as a Christmas tree ornament. But all sizes are made from primarily 2 pieces, a bottom and a side. And in this video, we're going to be talking about the sides of the bag. So you're going to cut your fabric twice, the width of your fabric will be twice the height of your bag, so that half of it will be on the outside, and the other half will be on the inside, so it'll be finished on both sides. You're going to fuse this fabric to a double-sided fusible batting. We use Duet Fuse 2 by Bosel. When you fuse this fabric to this double-sided fusible batting, you want to make sure that you've got a Teflon ironing sheet or parchment paper underneath on your ironing board so it doesn't fuse to your ironing board. Fuse the fabric on with a hot steam iron and then fold it in half. Now this particular fabric has a horizontal print to it. If you've got a fabric that has a horizontal print to it, it makes the channel stitching, which you're going to do, a little bit easier because you can follow the print in your fabric. Make sure when you fold it in half that the fold is parallel to the print in your fabric. That way you'll know your channel stitching is nice and even. After you've folded your fabric, you're going to open it up and you're going to place another piece of batting inside. Fold this over and fuse everything together. Trim off any excess batting and stitch 1 inch in from the bottom and 1 inch in from the top. Then you'll do your channel stitching, which I'll talk about in a minute. The other thing that I want to talk about is that if you are using a directional fabric, like these white bags are directional fabrics, you want your print to be upright on the outside, and on the inside you want to have your print also be upright. To do that, you're going to cut your fabric a ½ inch wider than normal. You're going to cut it in half. Then you're going to take the 2 pieces, place them right sides together with the print facing upward on both pieces. Stitch across the top, and when you unfold it, your print is going to be facing the seam on one side and facing the seam on the other side. You want that seam to be right on the edge of the fold, just like your pattern was for the horizontal printed fabric. So that seam will be the top of the bag, and so then your print will stand up on the outside and stand up on the inside. Now if you're making the teeny tiny bag, what you'll do is just use 1 layer of double-sided fusible batting, a piece of fabric that's twice as wide as you need, or for the height of the bag. Fold that over and just fuse the whole piece together. Now the next step is to do your channel stitching. So on the fabric that has a horizontal printed design, You can channel stitch right along the horizontal print. If you don't have a horizontal print, draw lines every inch down your bag. Sew on those lines. You're just using a straight stitch. And then you're going to sew in between the lines. So you're stitching every ½ inch. That gives the side of the bag more strength. Once you've done that, you'll square up your piece by trimming off any excess, and you'll square it up to the size in the pattern, and then you're going to bind it just like you would a quilt. So sew the binding on the outside, flip it to the inside, and stitch very, very close to that folded edge. Once you've done that, you'll wrap the bag around like this, overlap it about 1 inch, clip it on either side, set it aside, and then we'll be going on to make the bottoms of the bag in the next video. That's it.